Hello aspirants, welcome to Ekam Academy. Today we are going to discuss about Kargil Vijay Divas. What is significance of this particular day? Why we generally celebrate on 26th July of every year? What is so special about this year's Kargil Vijay Divas? And what is a brief history of this? We will be looking in a quick and informative way. Let us discuss. First thing, there is an important announcement regarding TSPSC Group 1 Mains Test Series. So we are launching this from 26th July. So admissions are still open, you can see. So, for example, if you're going to sit for TSPSC Group 1 Mains, you need to be thorough in answer writing. To again enhance your skills in answer writing, we are going to have a daily answer writing program where you're going to practice almost 600 plus questions before you sit for the exam. In a what way means you can say almost 85 tests will be there, in which 74 will be sectional and 11 grand tests will be there. That means you're becoming so perfect in answer writing by the time you reach the exam after writing almost 600 plus questions, right? That is the significance of this particular program. Then there is also an announcement regarding essay and ethics module, and who is taking this? Major Oberoi sir. So he's very good in guiding the students with respect to essay and ethics. He'll be covering this essay module in almost 30 plus hours, and he'll also guide you in making a better essay as well as a better answer writing also. In this, if you want to enroll, try to contact on the number displayed on the screen, right? Then, what is the topic we are discussing is Kargil Vijay Divas. First thing you have to know, where is this Kargil located? If you see this line, okay, so this line, right? This is the LOC, line of actual control, because all this area is now part of POK, Pakistan Occupied Kashmir, right? So this we have lost in almost 1947-48 period. So now this is the default border now which we accept between India and Pakistan. Although we consider POK as ours, but Pakistan says that is Indian Occupied Kashmir and all. So this is a different story. But here if you see, Kargil is on the border of LOC. So for this particular area, or to claim this area only, there is a war between India and Pakistan in the year 1999. So with respect to this, we'll look into the further aspects. But first you have to know this Saksham Valley. If you see, this is under the occupation of China, right? So it was administered by China, actually claimed by India, you can say. So this is entirely also India's, but Pakistan is controlling this now. And you can see the highest battlefield in the world, Siachen Glacier, is also located here. And you have Karakoram Pass. This is a Ladakh range, right? This is Srinagar, and you have Jammu here, right? These are the things which you have to locate on the map, right? Then if you see why we are discussing this is because this year is marking the 25th anniversary of Kargil Vijay Divas, and Prime Minister and the President of India also have paid tributes to the persons who have participated in the Kargil war to make it a successful war, right? First thing, what is the name of this war is Operation Vijay. So why we had this war and all, we need to know by going into a brief history of the timeline. So first thing is, there is a famous location in the Kargil region with the name, or the hill range with the name Tiger Hill. So Pakistani forces want to capture this particular thing, and they wanted to assert the dominance over Kashmir. The Kashmir has become a bone of contention between India and Pakistan right from our independence, right? So with respect to that, they have launched a type of, you can say, informal war by trying to occupy some parts of Kashmir with the name, especially with the name Tiger Hill. So this was reverted back by Indian Army successfully with the name Operation Vijay. So that is what Kargil war, right? First thing we have to understand, this is also famous to be considered as high altitude war. Why? Because it was fought almost at a height of 18,000 feet. This is the area or the elevation where the people have fought from Indian Army as well as Pakistan Army. So it is so significant. And this was fought along LOC, line of control, and LAC will be the border between India and China. This is between India and Pakistan. So which particular border force normally guards this border is Border Security Force. The same border also guards are India-Bangladesh border also. But whereas in China's case, it is ITBP, Indo-Tibetan Border Police, right? So if you know how many states of India share border with Pakistan, try to put your answer in the comment section. Then if you see how much duration is the war of Kargil means, almost for 3 months they have fought this war, right? Then what are the armaments used? What type of weapons they have used? You can see Bofors. If you have remembered, there is a very prominent Bofors scam also in the news in the previous years and all, right? That is also used here, howitzers of Bofors. And there you also have unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs supplied by Israel, which was used by India in the conflict. Then what is the main thing you have to keep in mind is, before this Kargil war has started, we had a Lahore agreement between India and Pakistan in the year 1999. But Pakistan, instead of adhering to this agreement, which is mainly related to Kashmir issue, they have started encroaching into some parts of Kashmir, especially to capture certain parts of Kargil and all, with the name Operation Badr. Okay, so this is a name that Pakistan has gave it for itself to capture certain parts of Kashmir from India. So this was reverted back by Indian Army with the name Operation Vijay, in which we are successful and we have fought this Kargil war, right? So it was the very first war which was live telecasted on the TV, right? So then you also have to keep in mind when this conflict has ended. So this has ended on 26th July of 1999, where we have successfully sent back the Pakistani troops, right? Then what are the casualties? According to government sources, Indian soldiers, almost 500 soldiers have lost their lives, whereas on the Pakistani side it is around 1,000 soldiers, right? Then this is the last war so far. This was the last war so far between India and Pakistan. So after 1999, again we didn't have a full-fledged war, right? This is what you have to keep in mind. Then there is also mention about National War Memorial. So what is this? You need to understand. So this was actually proposed in 1960s, but it was constructed in the year 2019. Almost you can say it is around 4 kilometers from the India Gate. It's so near to India Gate in Delhi. Then what is the main thing you have to keep in mind? Why this was constructed is to commemorate the persons who have lost their lives in 4 types of wars, especially with 4 situations, you can say. People who have lost their wars, lost lives in the wars. Okay, what are those wars? First one is Indo-China War of 1962. India-China War of 1962. Then Indo-Pakistan War. We have fought 3 wars with Pakistan so far, right? One is 1948, 1965, 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War. Then we also have Indian Army's peacekeeping force operation in peacekeeping force operation in Sri Lanka, where Operation Pavan was launched when LTT was suppressed during Rajiv Gandhi's time, you know, because of which he has lost his life, 87 and 88 period. And then we have this Kargil war to commemorate the persons who have lost the war, who have lost the lives in these wars. This National War Memorial was constructed, right? This is one important thing you have to keep in mind. Now, let us see the practice question given for the day. Who was the Prime Minister of India during the Kargil War? So, very straight and easy question. So, Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Manmohan Singh. You need to know certain facts. You can think the question is easy because recently UPSC has asked a question, who is the first person to form the government, non-Congress chief minister or something, in which particular state it was formed. And they also have seen, if you have seen in 2024, they have asked a question regarding to the leaders, prominent leaders and their associated parties and all. So that's not a surprising thing. You need to know every aspect when you are preparing for the competitive services, right? Then, as we have reached the end of the video, today we have discussed about Kargil War, Kargil Vijay Divas. It was celebrated on 26th July of every year. So this is marking 25th year of its in existence, you can say. Then what is the Kargil War, why it happened and how it is fought, we have discussed. At the same time, what is Operation Vijay, Operation Badr we have seen, along with National War Memorial and its significance to mark which particular war and the victorious events that India has held in the with respect to these wars and all. We had this National War Memorial. All this we have discussed in a quick and informative way. If you like the video, please let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. All the very best.